And let's bring in the former director of the Office of Aviation Safety at the NTSB, Mr. Tom Haueter. Mr. Haueter, thank you so much for your time tonight. Let's just start right off with your biggest concern after this incident.
Well, the biggest concern is how many airplanes are affected. Clearly, this is nearly a brand new airplane. Therefore, whatever happened during manufacturing. No indication that the plug had been touched since it left the factory. So the question goes exactly what happened here, and are there other airplanes that are similarly affected? Fortunately, we have the airplane fuselage, we now have the door, so we can look at all of the various pieces and see what's there. Hopefully some of the attached bolts or pieces of them may have still be available. I don't know.
And with regard to these loose bolts, should the general public feel confident that these planes are safe? Would you feel safe personally flying in one?
Well, I think now they've grounded the affected airplanes. That the group of airplanes that have this plug door are fairly small. So they've been grounded, they're being inspected. So I think, right now, the airplanes that are questionable are on the ground. Now, as they start doing these inspections, does that mean they need to expand the number of airplanes being looked at? And that could or may not happen, just depends on what they find. Certainly, you start out with a bigger group, and then you expand or contract that inspections as necessary. So I think right now, the airplanes you have to be worried about aren't flying. And as we start gaining more information as to what happened and why, then we can decide whether the airplanes can be put back to service when, and whether more inspections are needed. Plugs like this are not unusual. The fact that one fails is unusual, but now that we have the parts, I'm sure the NTSB will determine what happened fairly quickly.
And I guess I'm ending where I would have normally started, just your reaction when you first heard that this was happening. I think that we put so much confidence into the engineers and inspectors that we just kind of assume that a door isn't just going to fly off of a plane mid-flight.
It's very unusual. We've seen, mechanical failures before, going back over the years, nothing recently. We have seen occasionally an emergency exit pop loose. That has happened. But it's rare, very, very rare. And so having a plug door come loose like this is the first one I've heard of, and, I've never heard of one before. And so the question becomes, what's happening here? Was this door unique in some way?
Certainly valuable to have your perspective tonight. Tom Haueter, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.